Ryan Reynolds reveals his love for steel magnolias, how to get what you really want from your hairdresser, and Yogi Terra Styles shows us how to master crow pose once and for all. I'm Matthew Rodriguez, and this is Pop Sugar Live. All that's ahead, plus our top headlines of the day right after this.
Experience the ultra hydration of coconut water and wrap your skin in hydration with new Dial Coconut Water Body Wash. For incredibly hydrated skin, people will notice. Dial, healthier skin, healthier you.
Here are the biggest headlines on Pop Sugar right now. Emma Watson is not breaking out the handcuffs to film 50 Shades of Grey. Over the weekend, there were rumors that Emma was considering the role of Anastasia, but Emma shot that down on Twitter very quickly. She tweeted, "Who here actually thinks I would do 50 Shades of Grey as a movie? Like, really?" E.L. James also took to Twitter to end the rumors and said there had been no casting decisions made about 50 Shades. The waiting continues. Julianne Hough seemed to have a great girls' weekend after her split from Ryan Seacrest. On Saturday, Julianne posted a fun in the sun picture of herself smiling with girlfriends on Instagram with the caption, "Beachin' with my bitches." Last night, she was spotted with friends Kaylee Cuoco and Nina Dobrev at an LA Lakers game, cheering and having a good old time. Reportedly, Ryan and Julianne's busy schedule forced them to end their 2.5-year relationship. Gwyneth Paltrow revealed that after she suffered a traumatic miscarriage that almost cost the actress her life. Gwyneth opened up to British You magazine. She said, "I had a really bad experience when I was pregnant with my third. It didn't work out and I nearly died." She has yet to decide if it feels safe enough for her and her husband, Chris Martin, to try for another child. Gwyneth also shared sweet words about Chris, saying that regardless of what happens in their marriage, she knows she chose the best father. Justin Timberlake and Prince helped bring South by Southwest to a close this weekend. Prince brought back the 90s with a 22-piece orchestra and hits like Purple Rain. Down the street, after a week of skits, raps, and performances with Jimmy Fallon, Justin hit the stage for a special MySpace concert. Justin, who invested in the reboot of MySpace, entertained the crowd with everything from a cover of NSYNC's Need You Tonight to That Girl, which is off his latest album, The 2020 Experience, which is released tomorrow. In our main headline today, Kate Middleton has revealed that she's hoping to have a boy, and she and Prince William even have a special name for the little one. I'm joined by entertainment editor Lindsay Miller, who is here to give us an update on the royal baby bump. Hi, Lindsay.
Hey, Matt.
Okay, so the royal couple has yet to announce the gender of the baby, but reportedly they have a little nickname for it. They're calling it their little grape, which I think is sweet. And
Very
a lot of
cute.
people think it's funny.
Yeah, so they haven't revealed the gender yet, as you said, but they were at a holiday parade this weekend in Aldershot, England, and they visited with some of the military personnel, and she told them that she's hoping for a boy, while Prince William is hoping for a girl.
And I'm sure there's like a betting pool or something.
In the palace,
Yeah,
perhaps, yes.
Perhaps there is. Now, I know they're just really wanting a healthy baby.
Of course.
But she was very sick in the beginning. Kate was actually hospitalized because of severe morning sickness. How is she doing?
Yeah, she had a little bit of a rocky road earlier in her pregnancy, but, you know, she's been doing a lot more public appearances over the last couple of months. She looked really happy and glowing this weekend. And, you know, they even went and visited a friend for their wedding a few weeks ago in the Swiss Alps. So she's been telling a lot of well-wishers that she's feeling really good at this stage of the pregnancy.
They've been everywhere.
Very, very busy.
Non-stop. They went from 0 to 60.
So I hope she feels good with how busy they've been keeping.
Absolutely. Now, like a lot of parents, they're renovating to get ready for the baby, though I'm sure it's not like a lot of parents.
Might be a little different, but, you know, like all parents, I think, with a growing family, they're refurbishing their London home and kind of making it a little bit more baby-friendly. And they also just had plans to revamp one of the Queen's country estates, Amner Hall. It's one of 100 estates on her country property.
100.
Yes, and they're revamping that, so maybe that will be a place they can retreat to when they want a little bit more privacy outside the city.
And if that doesn't work out, they have 99 others to choose
Exactly,
from.
right?
All right, thanks so much, Lindsay.
Thanks, Matt.
Now, Diane Kruger kicked off the press tour for her new film, The Host, at the Grove in Los Angeles this weekend, and she showed up looking red hot. Here to break down Diane's look is fashion reporter Allison McNamara in today's Fashion Flash.
Yes, Diane Kruger is red hot. Following an interview at the Grove, Diane joined her The Host co-stars Max Irons and Jake Abel at Barnes & Noble to celebrate the release of their new movie. The book was written by Stephanie Meyer, who also penned the Twilight series, so needless to say, there's a lot of hype surrounding this movie. Diane kicked off the promo tour in a typically fashion-forward look, a white carven button-up crop top paired with a bold red leather midi skirt by Vanessa Bruno. The high-waisted skirt shows off a hint of skin, and this isn't the first time Diane has gone for an outfit that exposes her midriff. She showed off her slim frame in a black two-piece look by Rochas at InStyle's Miss Golden Globes party, a black and white outfit at the Spring 2013 Calvin Klein show, and an all-white cushioning ox dress for the GQ Men of the Year party. We need to find out Diane's ab routine stat because she looks flawless in all of these looks. This book signing is just the start of what is sure to be a lot of fabulous looks from Diane while promoting the movie. And we couldn't be more excited because we always love seeing Diane on the red carpet. Stay tuned for more of her enviable style, but for now, that's all for me.
Is saving money better than not saving money?
Yeah!
Okay, if you save enough money, what would you do with it?
I would buy an island made out of candy.
An island made out of candy?
It would be like sand full of sugar.
Sand full of sugar?
The water can be made out of like soda. When you take a shower, it can be made out of like hot fudge.
Ooh.
What about the animals? What would they be made out of?
I'm assuming they'd be made out of candy.
It's not complicated. Saving is better. Switch to AT&T, and your family can save up to $100 a month with Mobile Share.
Now let's head over to New York, where beauty editor Jessica Krull is going to improve all of our relationship problems, or at least the ones we have with our hairdressers, by telling us how to get what we really want at your next hair appointment. Take it away, Jessica.
Hi, Matt. We've all been victim to a bad haircut every once in a while. You go in, your hair starts flying, and then you walk out with something that you hate. To avoid that, I'm going to give you a few tips for your next haircut. First, take in a lot of photos from all angles, and maybe even something that you don't want. Then, a lot of people like to bring in celebrities, maybe Nicole Richie's long bob, or Halle Berry's short pixie, or classic Jennifer Aniston layers, but be realistic. Your hair and your face shape might not be the same when you walk out, so talk to your stylist about that. Another complaint is length. He cut too much. What do? Make sure that you show exactly what you want, this much, that's all. And also use descriptive words like graduated bob or long layers. Next, what do I come in with? Natural hair, dirty hair? Come in with your natural hair type. Don't get that blowout before you go. That way he can see and feel the way your natural hair moves. Finally, make sure you get some tips before you leave. Some easy product recommendations, some techniques, and that way you can get that salon-ready hair every morning when you style. So to recap, take all angles photos, show exactly what length you want, talk about your routine, and bring your natural hair, and finally, get some tips before you go. I'm Jessica, back to you.
Thanks, Jessica. Now let's turn things over to lifestyle reporter Brandy Malloy for today's Daily Obsession.
Well, there's a...
Our Pop Sugar editors love this beaded appetizer serving set by Lunares. It's an elegant gift for any host and features 7 serving pieces. Each piece is handcrafted with this gilded, polished metal plating and then finished with these sweet scalloped edges. Every piece by Lunares uses recycled raw materials. We really love the dainty details like this pearlescent ivory interior and then this great silver exterior. It's a sophisticated contemporary design and truly a darling gift for anyone. The scalloped edges are reminiscent of vintage china, and it's a simple way to mix pieces with things that you already own. And I just want to tell you about the company. It's a family-owned company based in San Francisco, headed by Indian-born designer Nima Oberoi. She's a former jewelry designer, so you can really tell how these are really art pieces. This set is so pretty. It can be used as decoration in your home. You can fill it with great candies, or you can even fill this little bowl with some potpourri and leave it out. This is great as a serving set or as a centerpiece, and you can let your guests serve themselves. Now, in addition to these great serving plates, it also comes with 2 matching utensils, a cheese spreader and then this great cheese knife. This is everything you need for a girls' night in for wine and cheese night. This entire set is a beautiful bridal or wedding gift, and it's a quality item with a timeless design that they're going to cherish forever. This set by Lunares is available at shopbop.com for $110. And that's our Daily Obsession.
Still to come, Emma Stone tells us about being back on set for The Amazing Spider-Man, and Tara Stiles shows us how to master crow pose once and for all. It's all ahead right after this.
Well, there's a planet filled with babies. And every day, the special ones shoot off into space. After a 9-month journey, they find their mommies and daddies. And that, son, is where babies come from.
But Jake said babies are made when mommies and daddies...
You go, play with us on the bus.
Wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round. Wheels on the bus go round and round.
Austin South by Southwest not only celebrates film and music, it also showcases the latest in emerging technology. The festival came to a close this weekend, and there were a ton of exciting new digital trends that came out of the fest. Let's head on up to San Francisco, where our Pop Sugar technology team has your look.
South by Southwest isn't just about music and movies. There's also an interactive portion of the festival that highlights the best in tech and social media. Our own tech editor, Kelly Schwartz, went down to Austin, and you are joining me now to talk about the buzziest gadgets and biggest online stars that made their appearance while you were there.
So I spent a couple of days in Austin for South by Southwest Interactive, which is always crazy. There's so much to see.
Just total chaos.
Yep. But there are a few internet and tech finds that really stood out to me, including Google Glass, a really awesome pair of futuristic headphones, and the internet's most famous feline.
Okay, I'm very excited about that, and I hear there's a celebrity sighting involved as well. Okay, so let's start with Google Glass. Most people have probably heard about it. Google hasn't been hiding that they're developing this.
Yeah, you can see the CEO of Google is always wearing them out in public.
Yeah, he actually had them on at the Oscars.
He did.
Yeah, so he's definitely pushing this.
Yeah, so they weren't announcing Google Glass there, but they were at South by Southwest to show off the apps that they're developing for Google Glass to sort of enhance the user experience.
Okay, so what really stood out to you?
So during their demo of Google Glass, there was a man on stage who was wearing them. You wear them like you would a pair of glasses.
It's just Siri on your face.
Exactly. So he was wearing them, and with a simple flick of his head, he was able to pull up the entire latest headlines from the New York Times.
That is like super futuristic.
Yeah, it's very Minority Report, but it seems cool.
Okay, and what else? There was another company that's also in this wearable tech space.
Yeah, so I talked to a company out of Japan called NeuroWare, and they're working on a prototype of a pair of headphones that measures your brainwave activities to basically work like a musical mood ring.
Okay, this is really cool. So if I need some music to like chill out, I want some slow jams, it would like send me Frank Ocean.
Yeah, exactly. It has a sensor on your forehead and ear that monitors your brainwave activity and basically sends information back to the app and tells it what kind of music to play for you next.
Right, and what kind of musical libraries are they pulling from?
Well, so right now, since it's in the prototype phase, they only have about 100 songs, but hopefully one day they can work with a company like Spotify or Pandora to have a catalog of millions of songs.
Okay, I really hope this happens.
Yeah, me too.
Very cool. All right, now let's move on to our feline portion.
Yes. So it wasn't a celebrity or a tech CEO that had people standing in the rain in a line that wound around the block. It was Grumpy Cat.
Grumpy Cat. Now, if you don't know who Grumpy Cat is, I'd be surprised. It's a huge internet meme, and it is literally a cat who has a permanent sourpuss.
She always looks unhappy with something in life, but she made her debut at South by Southwest at the Mashable House, where she basically just laid in her cat bed all day and waited for fans to come up to her and take their picture with her.
Okay, the adoring masses. Now, I hear there was a special visitor who's quite famous.
Yes. So Ian Somerhalder was there doing an interview, and he basically put the brakes on everything so that he could run up and take a picture with Grumpy Cat.
Oh my gosh, and he actually got to hold Grumpy Cat.
Yeah, I'm so jealous. No one else got to hold Grumpy Cat except her owners.
Okay, so even if Grumpy Cat looked upset, I think it's fair to say that she might have been happy about spooning Ian.
She was probably excited on the inside. She just couldn't show it.
All right, Kelly, thanks so much for braving all the crowds and chaos to bring us the best in tech trends.
Yeah, of course. Thank you.
Now, you might be a grumpy cat if you can't get up into crow pose in yoga class, but don't worry. Health and wellness reporter Zalana Momini teamed up with yoga guru Tara Stiles to show us how to stick it. Check it out.
So Tara, what is it about crow pose that makes it difficult to master?
You know, I think a lot of times people think that they have to jump into it or kind of get into it right away, and the jumping aspect really is kind of an all or nothing. You may hit it, but you may also kind of land or crash or make a big thud, and it's not very fun. So I think if you're more rocking and lifting up into it, it's a lot easier and a lot more fun.
Right, and are there certain prep poses that we can do to kind of help us get into it?
Yeah, I think, well, just practicing crow is a great one. You don't have to be in the full thing, getting your toes off the ground the whole time, but, you know, if you're worried about, you know, arm strength, just plank pose, it also build up your core strength too. tube, and also just general body awareness, so that's pretty great.
Awesome, let's do it.
Let's do it. Great. Okay, so just start in a squat here, nice and comfortable. And so the first thing to do is to plant your palms down nice and firmly there, so fingers are spread a little bit wide, just like you'd be digging into some sand at the beach there. And then a lot of times people look down and make the mistake. If you look down, you kind of go down and topple over to a somersault sometimes.
Good point.
Yeah, so you can fix that by just looking out a little bit in front of you, so that helps.
Great.
So just to get started, just start to rock a little bit forward, maybe lift one toe, and then exhale, rock back. And then same thing, inhale, rock forward, and then exhale, rock back. Yeah, so just simple rocking motion, and maybe 2 toes come off the ground one time, and then rocking back. Yeah, exactly. Then it's not such a big deal of nailing the pose, you're more breathing through it. Yeah, that's it.
Yay. And I think that's such a good point to look forward to.
Yeah, so when you're rocking forward and back, it's real nice to just lift one toe and then the other, so you don't have to feel like you're getting up or jumping up into it right away. So if you jumped, it's more kind of a...
It's more of a... Yeah,
and then you kind of feel crashing.
And the momentum almost topples you forward
Exactly.
as opposed to sort of flowing into it.
Yeah, flowing is good.
Flow is always good.
Yeah, exactly. Yay! Oh, fantastic.
Emma Stone and Ryan Reynolds hit the big screen together in this weekend's animated film, The Kruger'S, and they also teamed up for our Pop Sugar interview, where Ryan reveals his love for the movie Steel Magnolias. It's a classic. Take a look.
So I saw the film, I loved it. It's in 3D. Were there any special effects that when you saw the scene for the first time you just got blown away?
Their whole road trip, I loved. Like, you know, because they go through so many different terrains.
Have you guys ever been on a long road trip?
I've been on lots of road trips. I love road trips.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you really been? Have you done like cross country?
Many times, yeah.
Wow,
I've done
many
4
times.
times cross country on a motorcycle, and then probably 4 times in a car.
Wow, across America?
Yeah.
Well, I have to say, I loved your character, and there's been like this big influx of strong female animated characters. How do you feel about being a part of that?
I think it's pretty unbelievable. It's so cool to be part of an animated movie as is, much less one that has this great of a story.
Since the movie is in 3D, are there any classic movies in 3D that you guys, or that you wish would be in 3D?
Yeah, Back to the Future would be the greatest 3D
So would
movie of all
Indiana
time.
Jones with the big boulder coming down.
Yeah.
And I'm holding out for Steel Magnolias.
Emma, I know you're back on the set of The Amazing Spider-Man. How's that going? And with so many new cast additions.
Great, yeah, it's been really, really great so far. There's lots of new cast members. Everyone's been pretty great.
I know, it feels like every day there's a new person being added to the film.
Yeah, there are
like a
literally
giant welcome
thousands of additions to the film.
Yeah, it is a cast of thousands.
It's a cast of thousands.
That's a solid
It's going to be
point.
like gone.
Yeah.
Tons.
I'm in it. I didn't even know that.
The Kruger'S hits theaters this weekend. Thanks for watching Pop Sugar Live, and stay with us. San Francisco entertainment reporter Becca Frucht will be here at 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern with more celebrity headlines. And our Pop Sugar fitness team will show you a cookie dough recipe made from chickpeas. And now check out Nike's new video featuring Ellie Goulding for their Let's Turn It Up initiative. The two are partnering to inspire us to get out and run and live a life of fitness. I'm Matthew Rodriguez, and I'll see you next time.
I'm a runner. I've got no choice but to keep running, and I can't stop. I was running way before I was a musician. I'm not peevish about anything apart from always having tea and always being able to fit in a run, which is hardly rock and roll, but it keeps me happy, and then I perform better. I am feeling that initial excitement for this race. It's a really good feeling because I know that I'm gonna work towards my personal best, and when I get it, I'm gonna be very, very happy.